have 5 questions in 10 minutes.
Okay.
First question, tell me about a time you chose someone else's idea over your own.
Well, working on teams throughout my entire life, I've absolutely had times where there have been a lot of opportunities to, have tons of different ideas instead of just taking an idea that's already set in motion and trying to make that happen. And I remember one specific example was the very beginning of my state office year. We were planning for our theme and our state summer leadership conference that we were working on, and we were trying to figure out what theme we wanted to use for it. And there were some incredible ideas brought to the table, and I had my own idea that I wanted to bring to the table, and so we discussed those different things and what we wanted, and there were some really great discussions about what the theme could be, and I got some great ideas, honestly, from my fellow teammates. And at the end of the day, even though I valued their suggestions as well, my team and I voted to accept my theme as the official theme. And so we ended up doing that for the entire year, and the members loved it, we loved it, we thought it was great. And so it was a really cool time to see, I had this idea that was successful on my team, but there were also a lot of other opinions that were really cool.
Okay, tell me about the tools that you use to track your commitments.
Well, I am probably the most organized, committed person to a schedule that you could ever meet. Throughout my state office year, I developed this sort of scheduling system. I have a calendar in my room that I write everything down on. I have a board that I put any important documents on. I keep a personal planner that I write down every single date, every plan, everything that I have, to be able to keep constantly focused on my schedule and my organization, and to be able to commit myself fully and meet deadlines and do everything that I can to stay focused on those things. So I'm what I like to refer to as a post-it person. And, in my mind, post-it people are kind of like the best kind of people, because I write down on Post-its exactly anything that comes to mind, any schedule, any date that's happening. So if I don't have my planner with me, then I have my Post-it, I know it needs to get done. And that's kind of the mechanism that I use to be able to stay on task and to continue to meet my deadlines.
Thank you. Describe a time that you set a good example.
I'm very into the idea of mentors, in FFA especially, because I think mentors are people who have gone through something that you're going through now and have some experience in that. And so this year I had the best chance to be a mentor. One of the people I've worked with before, who was in Carson Valley FFA, her name was Ashley. And Ashley is one of the coolest people that I've ever had the opportunity to meet in FFA. And I got the honor of being asked to be her mentor. And that was, first of all, that was mind-boggling to me, because I didn't realize that I was in this position to be able to mentor someone. And so, continuously throughout this year, I have sought to give her advice on anything, continuously check up on her and make sure that she, has exactly what she needs. She can do exactly what she is set out to do with the tools that she has, and I'm there to guide her in case she needs that. And I'm constantly seeking advice from people around me to make sure that I'm the best mentor that I can be. If I don't know the answer to something, my state officer team knows the answer to it, and I'm able to, get Ashley anything she needs. And, she's been extremely successful this year, and actually is running for state office this year, which, couldn't be better. And so it's really cool to be able to be that for someone, and to, be able to mentor them with the skills that I've had.
Thank you. Give me an example of a challenging task you took on and saw to completion.
When I was a state officer, we did a program called NALA, the Nevada Agriculture Youth Legislative Experience. And it was especially challenging for a number of reasons. First of all, there had never been a successful one in Nevada. We'd had it happen before, but none of them were successful for the state officers or for the members, and nothing really came out of it. And second of all, my state officer team knew nothing about legislators or the legislative process or the bill process or anything like that. And so it was especially challenging because we were, I was the only person on the team that had any knowledge of the things that were going on. And so I took it upon myself to, take the lead in that and see that until the end. And so it was being able to delegate those tasks, being able to help on the knowledge side most of all, to be able to say, you're in charge of this, but, here's what you need to know about that. And so it was a task that, there was 1,000 different things we had to do. And we each did our own part in that, and I was able to focus on that and foresee it till the end. And finally, it ended up being probably the most successful part of our state office year, and probably one of the most successful conferences that Nevada has had. And so being able to foresee that to the end and continue on through that process was really incredible.
Last question. Describe how you practice the FFA mission outside of FFA.
Well, I mean, the mission gives us so much to base ourselves off of, not only in FFA. You know, it helps us to, promote ourselves, become the best person that we can be. Because unless we have that commitment to those things that the mission talks about, it's impossible for us to be the best selves that we can be. And so FFA itself really gives us a firm guideline of what we should do to, earn success. And so, in my life, I really like to focus on how can I live the mission even outside of FFA. And I know that I'm always seeking to continuously improve myself in school, in my fraternity, in coaching people and being a mentor, to continuously living the parts of the FFA mission. Because I think a lot of people look at it and they say, well, there's just these three things that we have to focus on, and the only place we can achieve that is in FFA. But I mean, it goes so far beyond that. It goes into coaching others to be able to show them what premier leadership is. Career success is everywhere, and it's not only for myself; it's to be able to share with others. I mean, there's all of these different things that you can do to be able to promote the ideologies of FFA and in the mission, to be able to apply that in your own life.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you.